Taurus, hey there babies, Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of December 14th through the 20th. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate for all Taurians. If it does resonate for you, I would love a like and a subscribe from you. If you already are subscribed, thank you so much and welcome back. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About section of my channel, and anything you need to know about booking a personal reading or leaving the channel a donation, you can find in the description box below. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energy you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, and then a potential outcome between the two. So anywhere from single to married, and anywhere in between, just whomever you have on that pretty little brain of yours. That just goes somewhere in there. We're not going to get to it, I promise. All right, so the energy you're bringing to this connection is the Seven of Swords. The energy the person you have in mind brings is the Two of Cups, and then the potential outcome between the two is the Queen of Swords. Well, this is an interesting energy. We might be going through some clearing up of some cycles. The World card signifies that, just the successful completion of a very long, lifelong cycle. So, and it does look like after that you're waiting sort of for some, I'm getting some sort of payout for that, which you will get. Completing a cycle doesn't go unseen by the creator. So when you complete like the world cycle, this is literally a lifelong cycle, something that that you've probably been misperceiving your entire life and now are seeing it, but not just all of a sudden given the gift of seeing it correctly, really working diligently on trying to change your perception of, sometimes this is of yourself. And which in turn changes, you know, your perception of the entire world. Everything that we, everything we come into contact with is really a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. So this World card to me means changing your perception of yourself in order to change your perception of the world, and ending out these, self-limiting beliefs and things that we've kind of been taught since definitely kindergarten, but probably even before that in your home. You've probably, when you were really little, you maybe don't even know, but it's like, that was never good enough. Try harder, do that, try harder. Those are all like things that kind of make us feel like we are, like just the way we are isn't good enough. Anyways, went into all that for no reason. So we might be waiting for the rewards from completing this cycle, and they will be coming. The World card, I really love that energy. And I feel like we are going still through some completions. I think 2020 was cycle end, starting anew. 2021. So if you've had a hard time kind of ending out cycles and things have seemed like they're never going to get better, I really believe 2021 is going to be all about the reward from all the work we've done this year and all the things we've endured this year. A lot of information coming through for you guys already. The Seven of Swords, not my favorite card. This is an energy of, they say lying, cheating, and stealing. I really just think this is an energy of trying to not become hurt and hurting anyone, which in turn hurts people. So when we are guarded, per se, or the saying when I see this card is hurt people hurt people. That's the saying that comes to mind when I see this card. So we'll go with that for now, is that if somebody has hurt you, you might be accidentally hurting others, and whatever it is, protect you. You come first. First and foremost is you. Always. But we'll get more to your energy, and I'll figure out more on that Seven of Swords. Hurt people, hurt people. That's the energy you're bringing to this connection right now. And it does look like it could be your other half. So it's possible that some things from your past, some relationship, things that happened in past relationships could be affecting, this new lovely relationship, from coming in or from flourishing, whatever it is. We'll get more to the scenario. Like I said, we'll get clarifiers on everything. But this is a true pair. Like, this is the perfect match to you. So this is what they're bringing to this connection, which would mean they're your perfect match. The outcome is the Queen of Swords. I do feel like this is saying right now that you are having a hard time receiving love, and we will get more to the story, okay? That is not necessarily what I always see on the Queen of Swords, but with the Seven of Swords there, it just feels like we might be, as the Five of Wands just tried to pop out, we might be kind of guarded up, trying not to get hurt again, which I think is just fine until the perfect match comes in, and that's when you can't be guarded. You do have to be fully vulnerable and willing to get your heart broken in order to attempt true love, if that makes sense. Like you can't attain true love without the possibility of getting your heart broken. So we'll get there. Again, like I said, we'll get clarifiers. One more shuffle. Ooh, babies. Owie. Oh, Jesus, Mary, Martha. Well, that's an interesting combination. We have a lot of head energy. I believe this is self-sabotaging. I don't think you know how amazing you are. Here's you. Amazing. Gorgeous in every sense of the word. Inside, out. Everybody can feel your vibe, your energy. Wouldn't you want to play with that person? That's you, okay? It's like I see this person usually as willing to take on adventures and try new things. And what I'm seeing right now is this person is capable of new adventures, capable of anything thrown her way, his way, male or female, obviously. But I see you telling yourself that you're not, and you'll just stay where you are. You'll just stay where you are, probably not. It's not bad where you are. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that where you are is not going to get you where you're supposed to be, okay? Like staying stagnant where you are, and in this sort of, this head energy that I'm getting off of this is very self-sabotaging, and then in turn, like I said, that pain that I'm guessing you haven't healed from something in your past, and we've talked about this, or last week was your cycle end. We're trying to end this cycle of self-doubt. And there's still something inside of you, in this energy anyways, for whoever I'm reading for, that still doesn't believe how magical you are. And in turn, that's going to hurt somebody who does come in as your true pair, your other half, because you're not going to allow them in. You're going to stay guarded up. You're going to have your swords over your heart. And, it's really, it's a painful, at the same time, understandable, not just, you know, if you've been through any traumatic relationship situations, just what's gone on globally is that we're all a little guarded up right now. So anything you can do, I have talked about this before, to heal this pain. Usually the creator will bring the pain up to the surface when it's ready to be healed. Okay. It's like a little, it's like a little intricate system where ding, this one's ready to be healed, ding, and it'll come back kind of to your forefront. However, if you suppress it back down and don't take care of it or heal it or feel it is really the key to healing is feeling, okay? I know that sounds cheesy and almost like cliche, I think, but the key to healing is feeling. And this means that if you've ever gone through something traumatic and stayed busy with work, I'm trying to relate it to like a situation that could have happened in real life, and then you maybe didn't try to stay busy. Maybe you just were busy with work or whatever it is, being a mom, being a dad. And you couldn't take the time to feel that. You had to do your daily life. You don't get a pause when you're a parent. You don't get a pause when you're working at a full-time job, you know, so you have to just continue on with your life. When we do that and don't take the time to really feel the feelings that we should have felt through this trauma, whatever it may be, this is what happens. We have this guard up. We have these self-sabotaging beliefs. It stays in our body energetically as pain and discomfort and as self-sabotage, self-limiting beliefs. But what really is inside of you ready to take on the world is this. As long as we can heal up whatever is telling you that you're not worthy of this new adventure, this period. Everything you, Taurus folks, anything you touch is an adventure. You guys are the adventurer, I would say. Like I could just see you climbing mountains, barehanded, no pulleys and whatever. Belay system. I literally don't even know if that's a word. That's what's coming through right now. But I just feel that you're the one not understanding your worth. And I can't get you there. We talked about this last week. I can't get you there. Nobody can get you there but you. We can keep talking about it every week, of course. But I think you are doing some of the things, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations out in public is one of them. I think Taurus, though, again, the adventurer also can get very comfortable at home and too comfortable at home. So, and almost the longer you stay there, the harder it is to get out and take these adventures. It's important just, get out, do whatever it is that's, uncomfortable, but start with something that's, feels safe enough. You know what I mean? Obviously, don't put yourself in dangerous situations. I don't mean that. I mean, whatever it is that, take yourself out on a date, like we talked about last week. It's, I guess I feel like I need to touch on this. If you've hurt people on accident, we all have. This isn't news to anybody. Like, we've all hurt people in an effort to not be hurt, okay? There's no guilt to be had there, though I will say, once you've, become enlightened to, or we mostly do it unaware. Like, we do it without, unbeknownst to us, okay? But when we do become aware of the fact, instead of taking it on as guilt and being like, oh my God, I did this, I'm a terrible person. The more effective and proper thing, or the thing that's best for you and the people you may have hurt, is for you to really understand where you were coming from, that you, rightfully so, have been through things that are painful and are, you do not want to experience them again. So allow and accept the fact that these things have gone on. Don't shame yourself ever for anything. And heal up anything that comes to the surface. As you heal those things up, the Creator might bring more things up, and it might feel like this is a never-ending thing for you. But just continuously do whatever it is that makes you feel. Accept it, actually. That's it. Every time something comes up, accept it. Well, that's where I was at right that moment. That was what I was capable of right that moment. The people will try to tell you, well, you should have tried harder, you should have done this, you should have done that, and that's including in relationships and this and that. No. You did what you were capable at the time. You did what you were capable of. Period. That's every part of our life. So we were always just working out of whatever we were given that moment. And accepting it every time it comes up, accepting it, truly accepting it. You can write it out, feel it out, cry it out, and just accept every part of it. Accept what's happened to you. Accept what you've done. Accept it all. Because we can't sit and try to change the past. It will never change. I'm sorry, this is going to be a really long video. I'm going to do one more shuffle and then we're going to get more on your person, who looks lovely. I feel like we might be sabotaging something here that would be so wonderful for us, but I could be wrong. It does look like they're trying to end out some cycles and do some transformation as well. However, they are coming out victorious. They have the Two of Cups, gorgeous. The Chariot, gorgeous. The Ten of Swords, which you guys had last week, and then the Death card. This Death card is the rebirth of the new them. This is them coming out from the rebirth victorious, and your true other half. So I like to remind people, I never would recommend going back to an abusive situation. If this is somebody from your past, if this is somebody new, it is important that they do end out this cycle and kind of get through their transformation. As long as they're not holding on to any pain. And, when we hold on to pain, this is what happens. When we hold on to and are afraid of it happening again, we end up hurting people, trying not to be hurt. And so it's important that they get through this cycle end here as well. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer or any air sign. Scorpio or Cancer coming across the strongest. This is a major connection. If it's in your 3D or not, Taurus, there you are. And she's back. You're back. You're feeling, okay, the outcome here is you back to your vibrance. I feel like you've had a few dark weeks, okay? But this is where you were before that. This is who you were. Every week we were getting this Nine of Pentacles in your energy, because that's who you are. You are the Nine of Pentacles. And that doesn't mean you want to be single. That just means you can do it on your own. If anybody can do it on your own, it's you. But we have been doubting that in the last few readings that I've done for you. And the truth is, unfortunately, sometimes we just have to pass little milestones again, to prove to ourselves that we are worthy and that we are capable. But, and it does look like this, Nine of Wands indicates that you have done some battling. And that could be just your own struggles with your internal, belief system, and or struggling with others. What I'm going to tell you is you might struggle. Maybe what you're having a problem with is other people trying to tell you your new belief system isn't right. Well, it is. You listen to your internal voice over me, over anybody else. Your internal voice will tell you the answers always, and yours are always right for you. Okay, it's like everybody's internal belief system contradicts each other. Well, that's fine. My internal belief system is, set up to be, line up with my particular life, and my particular perspective. And so always listen to your internal voice over anybody else. I don't care how much you respect and adore and appreciate somebody. If your inner voice tells you something isn't right about some information you're given, go with your inner voice every time. All right. Interesting. So, but it does look like you as the outcome here, the Hierophant, is this is a situation that could really turn into a marriage. This is like a traditional, long-lasting, committed relationship if we can get past the self-doubt. And I feel like we've been trying to get past it for some time. New love. Here it is. And if it's not in your 3D yet, like I said, it's coming, and it is, and if you were in this energy here, instead of instead of feeling ourselves like we should be, if we're in any of this self-doubt energy, it's not that we won't be good enough for them, it's just that we might hurt them on accident. I think they'll, this is the one for you. They're still going to want you and love you and adore you, but you might accidentally hurt them, and we don't want to do that. So let me see. We're going to get a Power of Love card, and then we're going to be done. Nine of Pentacles is the outcome from all of this. After healing this up, you're going to be feeling very independent on your own again. Just abundant again. Back to your feeling yourself, your strong, powerful, Taurine self. It says, past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Please let it go. This is all trying to hold on to past energy is what all of these are really indicating is. And whatever that may be, not necessarily holding on to the relationship, but holding on to the pain from the relationships from your past, afraid that those same things are going to come in and happen to you again. We will never have anything successful, healthy, loving, if we're afraid that it's going to turn out poorly. Being cautious, aware, and intuitive is one thing. Living out of fear and accidentally hurting people is another. So I love you guys so much. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next week. Mwah.